Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Wrenching on Junk, formerly known as Max Torque Garage, brought to you by, well, that just ain't right. Just kidding, I'm not sponsored. Today's episode, working on the 500 high output Sportsman quad, which is a Polaris. Yeah, sure. Doing all the oils on the machine, and there is a lot. Jump! Let me talk to you about these oils. I didn't realize there was so many fluids in this damn thing, but here we are. This is all we need to do all the fluids and a belt. This one is the tranny oil, 32 ounces in this machine. It's an 02 Sportsman's 500. Yours is probably going to be a little different. This is the demand drive fluid, which goes in the hubs, which locks the four-wheel drive, or lubes the hubs. I don't know. Oh, I was right. It is a Polaris. There you go. This one does something. What does this one do? Angle drive. I don't know where that goes. In the front diff? Maybe? We'll figure it out. Oil change kit comes with your oils and your filter, and then the belt. So if you buy all this here in the Great White North, $134 for all the fluids, and then the belt I bought today was $47. So let's start with engine oil. Giddy up.
Where'd the flashlight go?
Well, alright, so I got no idea what I'm doing here. Where there's drain plugs. Wow, look at that. Little John Deere. Yeah, so oil filter, obviously that's an easy one. I gotta go try and find some drain plugs on this sucker. I don't know where they're at. Obviously somewhere underneath there, so we'll figure that out. There's a brush guard underneath there, so get your drip pan ready, and it's gonna be messy pretty much no matter what you do. Now there's more. What? Polaris 4-cycle oil. Oh, so that's really okay. So that's pretty easy. It looks like the drain is right in behind the tire there. Can you see that? Turn the wheel a little bit on you. Got the light just blasting there. There it is. Right in there. That looks like an engine oil drain plug if I ever seen one. And then filler cap here. Easy peasy. And then fuel filter. Look at that. This might not be too bad. Okay, I need to get my drain pan. Stand by. Right. Drain pan engage. Now it is Polaris metric or standard. I got a half in an 11 mil. Why? Is it a half? No. Back in the 11 mil. That's going to cause confusion later. Okay, let's go 9/16. Extension for a little bit easier time. Ready, Lucy? Oh, there it is. Okay. You know what I should have done is fired this thing up before I did this. Just to warm her up, but it's been sitting in here for a while. Heated garage, so... Oh no! Quick, grab it! Ooh. So there's a little bit of squishy on there. You can see that. That's a little bit of not so good. Now I need a rag. Jump! Oh, that wasn't too bad. Mess all over my floor. Alright. I wonder if this comes with a gasket kit. You can see this drain plug. It's got the magnetic tip, which is nice. Clean that up before you put it back in. And it's got like a crush washer or gasket, whatever you want to call it. Usually gets replaced in oil changes, so we'll see. I don't know. Oh, I see one right off the bat. Look at that. There you go. Part number Polaris 581222 104865. 2 numbers on there. I don't know what those mean. Placed. Brand new. Shiny. Well, that looks like that's drained. So I bought this off of a nice farmer just west of my hometown here, Portage La Prairie, Manitoba. And I bought it like 3 years ago because I was hauling wood trying to haul wood out of my front 10 acres with my tractor, which is a great big Case 730, and it was just a pain in the butt. So I bought this with a little trailer. And just been running it non-stop, pulling wood for the boiler. Check out that video, that's a good one. The old boiler issues. Anyways, been hauling wood with this thing for like 3 years. Didn't check an oil on it. Does that turn it? Yeah, okay. Little rag there to catch whatever's in the filter. Whoop. There we go. Looks okay. There you go, old filter. Now, I usually like to put a little oil in the new filter, but this is going to tip on its side, so it's not going to do me much good. What I will do is take a little bit of oil, clean oil, and just get it around the seal there. Close it up nice. Maybe just a squirt around there. Ouch! Whew. Junk! I should write a number on that. Like write it on the wall in here or something. Don't go cranking these on. There, that's all it needs. It's got a rubber gasket. It'll do its job. God. Now I'm assuming I need all this, but oh yeah, I guess I could just check the dipstick. So far so good. If you're doing this, save the jugs from your oil, pour the old oil back in there, take it to your local recycling depot. You know? Or burn it in the boiler, whatever. I ain't judging. Dang! Got oil all over the floor. How's that looking? Here. Okay. Yep, add some more. I don't think it's going to take another full one. Well, that kit is just slick. This is the first quad I've ever done, so for oil change. Tractors and every kind of vehicle you can imagine. Did I finish my story about buying this thing? I did, didn't I? Here I treat the old girl finally to some fresh fluids. Okay, that's right in the normal range. Perfect. There we go. So that took about 1.5 quarts. Well, that was just about the easiest oil change you've ever done. Tuck that down in there. Maybe I'll get it out first. Okay. And then we'll find another oil to change. I don't know which one. We'll see. Well, now here we are. Under the dang thing. Looking at the rear. Obviously, well, not obviously, but maybe obviously. And there's a drain back here. Is that it? Nope. There it is. You'll see it. Just get under the machine. Look back. It's right there. It's not too hard. Okay. Well, I got you propped up on the jack there. That should work out. Can I plug red green and say they don't find you handsome? They should at least find you handy? Wouldn't it be something if all the drain plugs were the same? Not the case. Damn. It's not a 9/16. This better be the right one. Okay. 7/16. Yeah. Oh god. Two-hander? Can I reach it? Dang. Ugh. Don't strip it now. You donkey. What about this one? What if I do this? Hits! Oh my goodness. That's on there. How about now? Hits! Yeah. Nope. This way. Get under there more. Yeah.
Oh! Whew. Socket you need, always the one that you're missing. Now how am I gonna... Alright, spin it around this way. Oh, there we go. Just needed the bigger one. Alright. Drip tray engage. A Jim to stick up in here. Jumping stumps. Hard to get my fingers in there now. It certainly doesn't look like transmission fluid, does it? Are you still watching? There, look. That is thick with metal, which checks out considering how hard I am on things. Miserable. Jump! Now I gotta figure out where to fill that up. I don't know. So, where did I put that? There we go. Alright. Alright, so that's sitting right there. A little dipstick. Probably a good idea to blow all the dust off of there before you start messing around, but what are you gonna do? Well, if at first you don't succeed, curse and swear until you come up with an idea. I mean, this hose is a bit long, but I'm gonna keep it this way because this is the one that I use to fill the power steering on the tractor, and I like it. So I'm gonna try and get this in there. This hose is too big for the hole, so it's just gonna sit there rather precariously and probably spill most of the oil into the drip pan. But what are you gonna do? I did end up grabbing the air hose and just giving it a little. Can I just a little bit? So I got the little hose that fits in the big hose. Maybe I'll just use a little chunk of that. Okay, so little piece of hose inside bigger piece of hose. I can't tell you the size on this. Oh, hang on. What's it say? So the bigger one's 5/8. No, wait. 1/2 ID times 5/8 OD vinyl. Whatever that means. I don't know. And then I got the littler piece, which is obviously smaller than that. Now the smart thing to do would probably be to tape the two together so that the small piece doesn't then fall into my transmission. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that. The tranny's supposed to take 32 ounces, which is this entire jug. Am I gonna be able to do this? Oh wow, that's dark. Now you might just, say to yourself, well, how do you know which one's which? I don't know vehicles that well, or quads. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know either. I'm just guessing. I mean, this is the big blocky looking thing that's close to the motor, and I'm assuming the transmission in a quad is near the rear because it's a rear wheel drive most of the time. And I guess the next symptom would be I try and put 32 ounces of fluid into this thing and it doesn't hold 32 ounces. Or a big indication to me that I'm putting fluid in the wrong thing, but it seems to be holding all of it. So we guessed right. Oh, the angle drive one is, I would assume, the one in the front. And then the hub ones are easy. So I mean, it's not the hub ones back here. There you go, that worked out pretty good. And I guess we stick the dipstick in and hope that it touches, I guess. Clean up the O-rings a little bit. How are we looking? Get in there. Yeah, is it gonna seat all the way here? What? Yeah. Oh, those O-rings are thick. Yeah. Does that look like it's touching? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. I was expecting the fluid to be darker on the dipstick, but there's fluid there anyway. Alright, that's tranny fluid. Next one is the angle drive or whatever you call it. I'm just going to call it the front diff. I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. Okay. So we're up in the front. And then right between your two front tires, you should see another drain plug. That's your front diff, as I'm calling it. So we'll pop that open and drain that one. Now what do you think about that one being the same as one of the other ones? Now we've done 9/16, and we've had this one as 7/16. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bet that that's a half, because it feels right. Oh, 7/16. Okay, so your tranny and front diff, 7/16, probably a good place to start. Engine oil was 9/16. Alright, I'm gonna crack this and we'll figure out where in the heck this one gets filled up. I don't know if you can see that, but this is a pretty clear fluid up in the front here. Same deal, the front, they're all magnetic drain plugs. That's kind of cool. This one, again, I mean, you can see the color of the fluid and you can see this, it's black. So that's just metal gunked onto there. It feels kind of like, I don't know, sludge. It's mushy. What I'm trying to say is it feels mushy, kind of like mashed potatoes. A little too much cream in them, maybe. Sure. Are we still draining? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we stopped dripping here, so I'm just gonna feed this back in here if I can. Lefty-loosey. There, righty-tighty. Okay. I'll tell you what, I haven't been having the best luck with tightening things lately. You know, when it goes righty-tighty, then righty-loosey. So I'm a little bit nervous to tighten these too much. I'll come back around here with the socket wrench and just put a little torque on it. Click, click, torqued. You're not gonna believe this. I think I found it. Slippery little bugger. That's definitely not 7/16. 9/16? Maybe half? I don't know. We'll have to see. So, oh yeah, tip for you. When you're buying these fluids, just get the shop to write on them with a marker how much fluid you need for each one. It works great, it saves you time, and just super convenient. You know, I went to Avenue Honda here in Portage La Prairie, Manitoba, and they were great. I didn't even have to ask them, they just wrote it on there for me, and it just, oh, so easy. Can you see that? So there's your angle drive. I'm calling it front diff, I don't care. And she just wrote on it for me, 4 ounces. You know, God bless her. Okay, what I'm assuming is the plug where I can fill this is 9/16. So we've got 2 9/16, 2 7/16. You know, you really gotta jam and twist and just, yeah, wow. Knuckles. Don't need those anyway. Can I finger spin it now? Okay, good. Once again, I mean, how do you know that's where you fill it? Don't? I mean, maybe it smells the same as the other fluid? Is that one? Uh-oh, my washer fell off. Well, I mean, pretty close. So now I need 4 ounces. I mean, this is my little mixer that I use for mixing the chainsaw fuel. But, I mean, it's got measurements on it. I'm sure a little bit of 2-stroke chainsaw oil ain't gonna hurt my front diff any. I mean, there's barely any in there. Okay, now, do I have a funnel that's gonna fit in there? Maybe I'll go back to old faithful Hosey here. Shoot. Ah, oh, rock! How's that? Clear enough? Sure. Sure would be nice if it did. Oh! Oh! No. Oh, I got a crack in my funnel. Just, well, don't forget to drop everything on the floor. Can I? Okay, we got her. That wasn't so bad. It's a mess. I guess I'll see if I can show you it there. Zoom. Enhance. Enhance. Oh, too enhanced. Enhance. 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 That's it right there. All right, well, I'm gonna clean up and just do the hubs. That's it. All we got left. Whoop, let me see. There's 3 little screws on the end of the hub. Sure. I think there's only like an ounce of fluid in these things. I don't know what kind of wizardry goes on in here that needs 1 ounce of fluid, but sure. Oh my god, you know what just happened? I didn't put in my drain plug. Where? Oh no. It's not the drain plug. It's that one that goes. I thought I filled up my front diff and then didn't even put the drain plug in, so it all fell back out on the ground. It's the filler plug, or whatever you want to call it. Now we're getting a screwdriver, or... Yeah. Wow. Okay, so there was no fluid in that one. So that's probably why my 4-wheel drive wasn't engaging. Well, yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm doing this. I would like turn on the 4-wheel drive and the front wheels wouldn't spin. So I figured I better change out some fluid here. What's the chances that that's the same? T25. Okay. Why can't they just make it easy? You know, I mean, would a T25 kill somebody to put it in there? So that's a quarter inch T2 Allen. And of course, everything I own is different sizes. So this is my 3/8 drive. The T25 I was using was a 1/4 inch drive. So somehow I'm supposed to get fluid in that little sucker there. Don't know how. Don't got a funnel that small. So I'm paying particular attention to the O-ring that sits on here. It looks fine, but I'll see if it leaks once I put some more fluid in this. And then it wants to go straight in. And so this has an O-ring, so don't torque these down like crazy. I don't know what torque they are, but these are definitely ones that'll go righty-loosey on you in a hurry. I can feel that. But you don't need to tighten them down like crazy, because that O-ring is supposed to do its job. So don't do it. Just don't. If it leaks a little, then snug them up a bit. Now, the way you're supposed to do this, apparently, is put some fluid in here, and then tip it to like the 3 o'clock position, and then once it stops draining at the 3 o'clock position, almost dropped that little plug in the oil. Once it stops draining when it's at the 3 o'clock position, then that's how much fluid is supposed to be in. Gasoline squirter. Should I measure this? There was none in it, so I'll tell you, like, putting some in it's gonna help. That's fine. There, this will do the trick. Whoop. And the way you test this, or the best way that I've found on the YouTubes, just jack up the front end a little bit, and then tip. 3 o'clock. Still nothing draining. Don't squeeze it too hard. They just don't make them like they used to, you know? Hold on now. No, that's just trickling out of there, so I'm happy with that. I can believe, but I can't believe there was no fluid in the front. That's why the damn thing wasn't going in the 4-wheel drive. Nope, I need the other one. Because, you know, every effing bolt on this thing is different. Snug it up a little, give her a couple of turns. Anyway. Okay, and now I'm going to go back and I just see a little drip at 3 o'clock there, so perfect. It's not pouring out, it's just kind of... And you don't need to tighten those right down. Okay, that one's done. I mean, the other one's the exact same, so I'm going to bring you guys back in here when I start working on that belt. Alright, so my drive belt, I think, is under this. And I'm working sort of smarter by redneck engineering this contraption. Well, junk. I hate when the extensions or whatever lose that little ball that holds your socket on. And then your socket just always falls off. It'd be too easy. Well, I will. Okay. Moment of truth. Jerk and twist. Up, twist, tilt, counterclockwise. Nope, clockwise. Nope, counterclockwise. Nope. You're telling me I do have to take this off? Take this out a little bit. Stay crazy. Ow! What are you hooked on? Get out of there. All right. Well. Come on out of there. You dirty bugger. Moses. Smoking hot. 3211-095. I don't even know if that's the same one. Ow! Gosh, it's never easy. You missed that. I was crouched down and I stood up and the belt hooked me like this and friggin' locked my knee. It's never easy. So my two belts are different numbers and the teeth in them are different, and you can see like one's got kind of coarse, one's a little bit more fine. So I think that's it for now. Well, I mean, as soon as I get the new belt, it's gonna go on the same way. I didn't finish it up today, but not much I can do. I'm just gonna call the shop tomorrow, slap a new belt on this if it's good to go, and put her back together. Maybe a little test run out in the yard. Anyways, hey, thanks for watching Wrenching on Junk. This was the 500 Sportsman Polaris. It's like early 2000s, I don't know. But yeah, go check out some of my other videos. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Junk!